Okay guys, welcome. Today we'll be talking about how to make a matte pocket design, a matte plated pocket design. Okay, so first of all you need is a soft color stay. Cut it exactly your pocket size. Here I made use of 4 by 6. Then get the shape you want it to be at the center. However, if it's gonna be V shape or U shape as mine is, the second step you gum it in the fabric. Make a notch as you can see at the center. Okay, tack it to this angle. Okay, make sure you tack it to this angle almost at the end, not up to the end, so you don't ruin the pockets. Almost at the end, tack it to the other end. Okay, for this straight side, and the curved side you have to notch it all through. Notch it tiny all through. Okay, later on you trim off the excess. Not much, trim off the excess, leaving up to half an inch allowance. Okay, notch this part. This curved part is the most sensitive part of it. Notch it very well. Right, the next thing you iron it. Okay, this step you can either turn it to another fabric or you iron as I'm doing here, but the best is I prefer ironing to avoid excessive fabric inside the pocket to reduce the weight of the pocket. Because if your design needs for you to add other fabric, you can turn it to another fabric. So after you're done ironing, get your fabric. Okay, 2 inches wide, as you can see, 2 inches width. Get it, then as many as possible that will serve for your design. Okay, then second step, you have to gum it with fusible. I don't know what you call it in your area. We'll call it fusible here. Some people do call it pepper gum also. So you gum it. Make sure you gum on every pieces you are going to use for the plating. Okay, it's going to be up to 7 inches long and 2 inches wide, depending on the length of the design you are making. Okay, for this one I'm making it 7 inches long and 2 inches wide. 2 inches wide is actually constant. Then whichever length you want to make use of. Then you have to sew up to 3 cm out. Okay, 0.3 inches out. Remember you made use of 2 inches, so at the end of the day you're going to have 0.7 inches remaining. So after then you get your fabric, which is going to be the background. Whichever fabric you want to make as the background, you can still use a matching background. Right, to start placing it one after the other. Guys, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell icon and give us a like. Okay, so this is it. After you are done with this part, the next thing is to start plating. If you watch closely, okay, I will suggest you increase your screen brightness so you can see it clearly. If you watch closely the way it was plated, okay, watch closely, pay attention to this step, one after the other. Alright guys, please subscribe to my channel. This is the sensitive part of it. Plating, make sure you close the gaps. Don't leave any space in between, both horizontally and vertically. Don't let any space to be. Close the gaps, jam it all together to avoid a faulty plating. This is how you do it. It's as simple as it is. There is no much stress in it. If you watch closely on the plating, if you are starting at the first one, you start below. The second one you are going to start on top of the vertical okay, the vertical part of it. I don't know how to explain the plating, but if you can view the video well, you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so you make sure you close the gaps very well. It's necessary. Close the gaps very well. Close it tightly. Right, after then you have to sew it round. Sew round and trim off the excess. Okay, I think this is almost at the final step. Trim off the excess. When you are done trimming the excess, you can see the result now. Just take your time, trim it. Everything you are doing, just a matter of time. You may not get it at the first instance, the secondly, when you keep on doing it, you get it perfectly. You can see it's very nice. This is the let's say almost the final part of it. This actually can serve as, apart from pocket design, can serve as wall design. Just take for instance, when you put multiple colors in it and plate it and hang it on your wall, weave it or hang it on your wall, it can also serve as a wall design. So after then, you place, as you can see here, you don't place it straight. Alright, just watch closely. Okay, you don't have to place it straight. No, for you to add a touch of more design on it, you have to place it angle shape, okay, in order to get that angle effect on it. Okay, after then you sew it all around in that angle shape. And the next thing you do after you must have sewn it all around, as you can see now, see how clean it is, see how sweet it is. Okay, the next thing you need to do now is to trim it all around, trim it off all around. Do your trimming all around and leave up to half an inch. Leave half an inch allowance, or less than half an inch, 0.3 inch. Okay, then there later on you have to cover it with haystay, in order to make it comfortable for the client. If you have to leave it open that way, it will not be easy for the client to pass through. So you just have to cover it with haystay in order to add, and the haystay also add another finishing on the surface of the pocket, as you can see, very smooth. So this is the next step now, is to fold it around. First of all, you hem the pocket tip, then fold it all around. It's as simple as that, and voila, this is your pocket. Very sweet, very nice. Okay guys, if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell icon. Okay, alright, this is alright. So you can add any other thing you want to add to the pocket. You can add pocket loop, button loop, anything you want to add at all to